Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome to another weekly broadcast of Wednesday Whispers. I'm Alison Boychuk. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Tonight is going to be a wonderful night of some beautiful messages from Spirit, from your loved ones. Just going to take a minute or two to let a few more people on before I get rolling with this week's Wednesday Whispers. All right. I'm starting my tour coming up this upcoming week. Very excited about that. I am starting my tour off in Riverton, and I will be indeed gone on the road for about 3 weeks. So I'm super excited about that. I can't wait to meet you all. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Good evening. Hi, Lorraine, Janie, Brooklyn, Tennille. Good evening. Hi. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. It is great to have you all on. All right. Just a couple more things real quick here. I just want to remind everyone that there is a tiny bit more of a delay because I am multi-streaming, so not just on Facebook. So there will be a little bit of a delay for everyone. All right. Thank you all so much for your patience with that. Okay. Yes, and if you don't mind, for any you newcomers watching tonight, Wednesday Whispers for the first time, I ask you, if you do indeed feel that this is your loved one, if you could please, please leave me a comment. This last few weeks, I just want to state that I did have some beautiful spirits coming through, and for whatever reason, people chose to message me after the broadcast versus during the broadcast, and that's all right. But I just want to say that if you're comfortable, please, please message because it just makes everything flow much easier for me. And that way I can get through more loved ones as quicker is what I'm trying to say. All right. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm going to get rolling. Johanna, hi. Good evening to you. Tekla, Lori, Margot, Sheila, Christine, hello, hello, hello. All right, it's hard for me to say hi to everyone, but yes, good evening. Thank you all for being here. Okay, I'm just going to take a few seconds, put myself into that state of mind, and just get rolling with tonight's broadcast. All right, I definitely have lots of loved ones here with me tonight, so I'm going to do my very best to concentrate on one at a time. All right. The very first loved one that I would love to bring forward is I have a male here, um, and I believe he is trying to communicate, letting me know that he is a brother. Okay, I'm going to start there. That's what he has chosen to show me, that one of his siblings possibly is watching this broadcast tonight. All right. A very wonderful brother. And I want to talk about some sadness that I'm feeling. I can only, talk about what I see and hear, and he's making it very clear to me. I feel this unbelievable urge for me to cry. All right. And for many of you, my followers have heard me say this time and time again. When I do get that symbolism of me having a hard time holding back my own tears, that is just my gift and how I've been able to relate to that. That is actually meaning that this wonderful loved one is no longer here because of probably their own doing. Okay. So, whether it be a drug addiction or suicide or something of that nature, just meaning that they, because of their own actions, they are no longer here. Okay, and I'm going to start right there. And it feels very, a closeness indeed, like possibly a brother, or actually a very, 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 very close cousin. Something like that. Something like, a tight knit family that feels like a brother and brother relationship or brother and sister. Okay, is how it's feeling. You have, I know this goes without saying. You miss him dearly. He has chosen to show me that the two of you aren't that far in age. Okay. Um, just asking him for some more specifics. All right. This young man, I'm going to call him that because that's exactly how he's coming in. He makes me feel like he was a young man when unfortunately he passed away. Okay. Uh, Elise Kennedy, I just lost my brother to that reason. Oh, I'm very sorry. My condolences to you. Um, I'm just going to keep rolling and you let me know, Elise, if indeed this is your brother. Okay. Um, Sorry, he's just showing me a couple of little things. Okay, I want to talk about how you and him, your relationship was your bond was very very strong, and it feels like I want to talk about how it feels like he was your older brother. I feel this like what I mean by that is you looked up to him, so I would think that indeed he was really older, but you definitely looked up to him is how it looks. He was like your idol. Um, he shows me that when you guys were young, how much you wanted to be around him. Okay. Um, yes, absolutely. Okay, and he has chosen also to show me a couple of other things. He's showing me, um, uh, just making a real reference to his T-shirt. I'm not too sure why, and I'm trying to focus in. He's trying to show me his T-shirt, and it looks like it's got like a rock band or something on it, and that you'd understand that is really how it's looking to me. Okay, um, Elise. And he's making reference to his watch, and he wants me to let you know that this was his time. Okay, and as hard as that is for you to feel, I feel your grief. I feel it, in me, how upsetting this is. I feel like you're in tears, right now. How hard this is. This brother was so important to you. You loved him so much. Okay, I'm not sure if these are your children or his children, but all of a sudden he made reference to a couple of little children. Okay. Um, Please just let me know if this is all making sense to you. Okay. He lets me know. I used to make him shirts, but not rock bands. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, thank you so much for writing that. I wasn't 100% sure. Like, I could see there was stuff on the shirt. Thank you, though. I thought I did. I thought maybe it was like a certain rock band, or I could see some writing, but it wasn't clear to me. So I was I was thinking that indeed it was. That makes perfect sense to me. Thank you for letting me know. What a wonderful, wonderful big brother. He just wants me to let you know again. He keeps pointing at his watch, pointing at his watch. You are really struggling with his age. You're struggling with how, you feel he had so much life left to live, Elise. Okay. But indeed, this was his time. And all of a sudden I can see this absolute beautiful heaven. Okay. He's making reference to this. He must have been very kind of like to be outdoors because he's showing me that that's his heaven. Okay. It's like I can smell things that are outside and like just and that is his absolute peace of eternal life. Okay. He is letting me see that. Okay. Um, this grief of yours. I'm getting like two. Like, has it only been a couple of weeks? Because he writes the number two to me. Something about 2 weeks maybe is how long he's been gone. Something like that, I think. Okay. Um, all right. Elise, again, he loves you so much. Keep talking to him. You have been talking to him. He just showed me that. You've been talking to him in your mind. You have so many questions and so many uncertainties of exactly, 1 month yesterday. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Very, very, very new. Okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Um, he just drew my eyes to something with a little, it looks like to me like maybe a little heart or something of a necklace or a bracelet or something like that. He's very much making reference to that. I hope that means something to you. Okay. Um, it's a little piece of jewelry. Okay. And he has the biggest smile. He wants to give you the biggest, biggest, biggest hug. Okay. I want to tell you how he shows me that like hugging you is like he's substantially taller than you because he's going down a little bit to hug you, and he wants to give you the biggest hug in the world. Okay. Even though your brother is no longer here, he is very much here in spirit. He wants you to be very, very sure that he's not ever too far away. Keep talking to him because he's listening. Please know that. And for some reason, he just drew my attention to Halloween, and it's like memories. And I was just about to move on, but all of a sudden I had to say this. Something about Halloween was maybe a very, you have lots of fun memories about Halloween, because all of a sudden I could see autumn and the leaves and the pumpkins and all that, and he's smiling. So I hope this is making sense to you, Elise. What a wonderful big brother. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Elise, for giving me that opportunity to connect with your brother tonight. My condolences to you. My brother, too, is gone. I completely understand your grief. Okay. But all I can say and recommend is, yes, like your brother said, just keep talking to him. Time helps. All right. Halloween is my favorite holiday. Already decorated. My favorite movie is a Halloween one. Oh, that is so awesome. That is so wonderful. Absolutely. Okay. That is just your brother's way of referencing and giving you that little small affirmation that indeed this is him. Okay? That this is him. He knew that, that you have already been decorating for Halloween and so on and so forth. All right. Thank you so much, Elise. You are, most welcome. Hello, hello, hello to everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. It is great to have you all here with me tonight. Thank you so much. My bestie Melissa's on tonight. Thank you. Thank you all. All right. The next set of loved ones, actually, that I'm going to bring through tonight is I have this very lovely husband and wife. All right. They come in together, and they come in together strong. They are a united front. They love each other very, very much. I don't often get two that come in right in together like this during Wednesday Whispers. I often get one, and then sometimes I'll get, the spouse or something. And if for any of you, some of you who have ever had private sessions with me would know that. But tonight, for some reason, I have a husband and wife who lets me know that their marriage was just so wonderful and beautiful. And you strive to live a wonderful life like they had. Okay? This husband and wife, I'm asking for some specific details here. So indeed you can know that this feels like a grandma and grandpa to me. Okay? Grandma is deciding here she's going to do the talking, at least to start with. All right. Oh, okay. Couple of things. She lets me know that, as I said, that they are together, but it feels like Grandpa passed first and then Grandma, because yes, Grandpa passed and then Grandma. Okay, I just had to make that clear in what I was seeing. All right. And she was just so happy that when she passed, the very first thing she's seen was her loving, loving husband. And they are just so happy that they were united in eternal life. And then they come here tonight to speak to one of you. I hope I'm saying this right. Tekla. You feel that this is possibly your grandma and grandpa. You were just at the cemetery 2 days ago. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful, beautiful. That often happens, if you continue to watch my Wednesday Whispers, you'll see that, I'll get things that just, loved ones that you just, spend time with or whatever the case may be. Okay, and grandpa was gone first. Yes, absolutely. Okay. I just want to talk about their personalities because that's what they've chosen to show me. Your grandma, what a joy, what a pleasure, she just, it's like she couldn't swear if you paid her to. Like, just her personality, just very sweet, very kind, very gentle. Okay, and grandpa, I want to talk about how he's appearing to be taller than her. Okay, quite a bit actually, and I get this. He's a little bit quieter. He's coming in quiet tonight, so I'm not too sure why. He's letting Grandma talk. Grandpa, um, just has a really beautiful smile. I can see his dark hair. I need to tell you that. And he has a very nice head of hair again. And he's making reference to that he's got his hair back. Like he must have maybe, went bald or whatever the case may be. And he's really likes his having all of his thick, dark brown hair back. Hmm. It was first time going to the cemetery since my grandpa passed 3 years ago. Roman Catholic. My grandpa was Dutch, super tall. Yes, yes, absolutely. This is all making perfect sense. That is wonderful, Tekla. Um, okay, and Amber says that could be my parents as well. All right. Um, I'm just asking for something very specific, so one of you will know for sure here. Okay. Um, I want to make sure I'm giving this to the right person. That's very, very, very important to me. Okay. Um, I need to talk about, Tekla, you talked about um, that you were just at the cemetery, and I want to talk about how I could see a headstone, and I could see like it was to tell you that it was raining, or you were worried it was going to rain. It's definitely cloudy. If you could let me know if that makes sense to you, you know what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, and Amber says my grandpa lost his hair from his chemo treatments. Interesting. Okay, that the hair came back. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, Tekla, if you could let me know when it comes to, I could see that it was raining, as you talked about the cemetery. Okay. Okay. All right. You just, like I said, let me know. Oh, another thing. I think this is Grandpa here. Grandpa is showing me that he always had a candy in his. It was a very gloomy day that day. All right, Tekla. And I want to talk about how I think it's Grandpa always has candies in his pocket. That's a memory. That's something you'd remember maybe when you were a child or even up until, his passing. Something about, he's showing me, always having a candy for the kids in his pocket. Okay. What a wonderful Grandma and Grandpa. Like I said, they come in with so much love. Okay. Uh, they are, watching over all of you. Okay. Tekla, yep, that sounds about right. All right, Tekla, yes, for sure. Also, I'm shown there was a. I think this is Grandma here. When Grandma passed, I'm seeing the funeral was huge. I need to talk about that too. The amount of sandwiches that needed to be made. I think that's what I'm seeing is something like sandwiches and dainties and stuff like that. The amount of that's just symbolizing to me indeed that it was an absolutely huge funeral, and the honor that woman felt, your grandmother, because she touched so many people's lives. Okay. And very quickly she's showing me what looks like a card of some sort, and it's like I think you have it, or someone has it with her handwriting. She's making that acknowledgement to you too, that you have saved this card or something of that nature. Okay, just because it has her handwriting on it. All right. So yes, what a beautiful Grandma and Grandpa. um, they acknowledge, Tekla, that they acknowledge that you were indeed at the cemetery, and oh, that's just absolutely beautiful. Sorry, I just need to make it clear. I'm doing my very best to communicate with you, and as I communicate with Spirit and make this all work out. Okay, um, but please know. And I want to talk one more quick thing. Grandma has chosen to show me some delicious chocolate chip cookies. Okay. Nope. Sadly, there was only 11 people allowed at the funeral during COVID. But yes, I did save a card of hers. I carry it around all the time. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, Tekla, I'm so sorry. I wonder why it felt like she was showing this praise of this. Okay, interesting. And then she flipped to the card. Okay. Mm, okay. With all these people, I don't know. I did see that absolutely. I'm not too sure. But again, this card, because it has her handwriting. hmm And Graham did make amazing cookies. Yes, absolutely. Chocolate chip in particular is what it looked like to me. I could smell them, and she just wanted to bring that up as well, just so you know indeed that this is her. All right, Tekla. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to connect with Grandma and Grandpa. Um, they're doing very well. They have the biggest smiles on their faces, and Grandma in particular is wanting to give you a kiss on your cheek. All right. Thank you so much, Tekla. I'm going to have to move on now to the next loved one. Okay. Hmm. The next loved one that I need to bring through here, he writes, Dad, 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 Dad. All right. Oh, yeah, yeah. Someone watching this tonight really needs to hear from their dad. Okay. Oh. I'm asking him for some specific details about him. He has let me know that he is no longer here because of some type of illness. There was definitely a decline in his health. Okay, like a decline, 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 and then unfortunately he passed away. The end of his life was tough to watch. Okay, he got very thin. He's chosen to show me his legs to get me to say thin. Okay, like it's like he was half the man at the end versus. And I can, I want to talk about how, um, as I connect with this wonderful dad, um, I'm smelling. I think I'm smelling cigarettes. Okay, I'm making that reference that he was probably a smoker. I'm thinking is why I can smell cigarettes burning. This wonderful dad. Okay, he lets me know that his daughter's watching this evening, and she really needs to hear from him. He has been watching over you. You've been going through some big struggles, and it feels very. I'm not too sure. And something about all of a sudden I'm seeing like pizza slices. I don't know if you had pizza tonight. I don't know. That was strange. Pizza slices. Something about that one of you would. I don't know what reference pizza has to one of you. And hearing from your dad. Okay. You've been really struggling, and it feels very like work related, something work related. You're really struggling. You're very stressed, and Tracy may be my dad. All right, Tracy, you let me know. Okay. Why the pizza? Can I ask you that? Just because that was really interesting. Um, but having said that, I'm just going to keep rolling until you can maybe let me know. Hmm. His health. Okay. That was again. I'm repeating myself, but he showed how hard that was for you at the very end of his life, and it's like he was struggling. He was so thin, and it was like he couldn't breathe. I have a pizza shop. Oh, that's right, Tracy. That's right. For everyone watching, I did indeed have a session one time with Tracy, if my memory serves me, or maybe two sessions. Um, quite a long time ago, and yes, you did indeed tell me that you owned a pizza shop. That's right. That's right. Okay. Thank you. Yes, Tracy. I remember now. It's very hard for me to remember everything. Okay. My apologies. Yes. Okay. All right. Dad wants to give you a big hug. Um, you have, and all of a sudden he's showing me your house, which is just letting me know. And of course, it's not exactly what your house looks like. It's just to get me to say your home. Okay. There's problems in your home, and there's problems, you're struggling. You are struggling, and what you would do to be able to phone dad and ask his opinion type of thing. But you're like, oh, but I can't. And he's like, but you can. Talk to him. He's around you all the time. Okay. He has chosen to show me that He has left you dimes on a few different occasions. Okay. Um, and I want to talk about, he tells me he's making reference, how you are, as time goes on, you're looking more and more like your mom. He's making reference to that. Okay. Dad loves you so much, Tracy. Um, just asking him real quick if there's anything else that he wants to talk to you about. Okay. Are you struggling with like renos in your home or something? Is how it's feeling? I'm trying to, it's like, I don't know. Are you worried about the roof or I'm not sure. Something in your home, something about renovations. And he just wants me to let you know, indeed, that he's with you and he knows these struggles you have, they're real. And you are so independent and you're on your own and it looks like you're wiping your sweat. You're trying to figure this stuff out all on your own because that's the type of person you are. You just get things done. And yes, Dad is with you. Yes, lots. One had the year I was born on it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No way. No way. Oh, that's so cool. Absolutely. Isn't that beautiful when things like that happen? You got a dime that had the year you were born on it. That is so cool. I love that he did that for you. That's so awesome, Tracy. All right. What a beautiful dad you have. I am going to have to move on, though, but please know Dad is with you. Right? He always teased me how I look like her. Aw. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Again, that's just a small little affirmation that, indeed, that's him, that he would get me to say that. All right? So that you'd make the connection there for sure. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Tracy. Oh, yeah, in your house, it's electrical stuff. Absolutely. Yes, okay. Thank you. All right, the very next loved one I'm going to bring forward. I'm just taking a second because I want to talk about how, with my gifts, sometimes, well, actually lately, quite often, I have little things that happen to me before Wednesday Whisper broadcast starts. It's usually around the half an hour mark, and I don't know what's with half an hour, but half an hour before the broadcast, I start to see things. Okay, and some of you know that this happened with them. Different little things have occurred, and about half an hour before this broadcast, it was so strange that I could see Cookie Monster, and I really didn't know what possibly reference that would be to anybody. Okay, but so I just acknowledged it and kept on going. Okay, and just carried on with what I was doing to prepare for my broadcast. You know, and so anyways, now I see Cookie Monster again, so I'm just going to go with it. If someone could please indeed let me know. Okay. All right. As tough as this is, I believe actually yeah, the reference to Cookie Monster. I believe that indeed I am bringing through a child, okay, a child who's tried to connect with one of their parents. Okay. Oh, you're most welcome, Tracy. Okay. I know this can be very sensitive. I feel it very strongly, and it's like Cookie Monster. This is, this child's, just liked Cookie Monster. Um, and I'm seeing like Cookie Monster. Now I'm seeing like Oscar the Grouch, the reference to Sesame Street, I suppose. Okay, um, so I can feel this about this child. How old this child? I think this child is. This has been a while since this has occurred. That this child has passed, and Marianne Steen, maybe me. Okay. Um, all right, Marianne. I will just keep on going, and you let me know. Okay. And I think, I can go as far as to talk about Cookie Monster, and it was so clear. And it's like he had it, he came out of my mouth. So I'm not sure exactly yet if it's a male or a female. It feels male, though. I want to talk about, like, he even might have had, like, some Sesame Street t-shirts as a kid, a backpack possibly, stuff like that. He's making references to Sesame Street, okay? And he's like, and even as he got older, he's like, yeah, that, he's like, that shit was cool, I'm not usually one to, that's exactly what I heard in my ear, something like that, like, not even as a teenager or whatever, he loved Sesame Street, the reference of that, and would he's like, I'd rock that, wearing a Sesame Street t-shirt kind of thing, okay? All of a sudden he drew my eyes to his shoes, okay? Shoes are really important to this person too. And I want to talk about a pair of shoes that are white with Drew loved Sesame Street. No way, Marianne. Really? Okay. Yeah. All right. And I want to say, Marianne, that that's interesting because, your son Drew has come through to me before, and it's always, and it has been, that half an hour prior to the broadcast. When I seen Donald Trump and, whatever, all these different things that have happened. And this happened again tonight. And I'm like, why am I seeing Sesame Street and in particular Cookie Monster? Okay. But anyways, as I was saying, right now he showed me a pair of shoes and they're white with it looks like three black lines, strips on them on the sides. That very detailed. It's very clear what he's trying to show me. Something about these shoes. Okay, I need to tell you that you would understand that this was his shoes, or I'm not. Yeah, they're white with three black strips on them. Okay. He shows me next. I need to talk about something about tattoos, and I want to say like something along the line. Oh, sorry. He didn't have as many as he would have liked, or something like that. Yes, he loved his fancy kicks. That's awesome. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Um, and above that, as I read that, Marianne, about shoes, and you talked about his fancy kicks, like he really liked shoes, and I'm seeing, like, I talked about that white dress, I could see that white pair so clearly, and he keeps showing me all these different shoes, and the more they stuck out, the better, like the brighter or whatever, absolutely. Okay. Um, I'm getting his tribute tattoo on the 23rd. Oh, are you, Marianne? Okay, okay. He was talking about tattoos, and I thought, and I believe I began to say that it's about him talking about that he didn't get enough tattoos, or he didn't have any, something along that lines. And it's like he's showing like his chest, like the around the heart, something like right here. He's showing me a tattoo. No, that means something too. If that's where you're going to put yours, or if he had, I don't know. He's making very strong reference right now to his heart when we talk about tattoos. Okay. All right. Aw. Marianne, please know your son tonight is here again, and he just loves you so much. Okay. Aw. I read John. I'm not sure who that is to you. John. Is that his brother? Okay, I think so. I'm trying to remember. Because all of a sudden I could read John. John, he wants to talk to John for a moment. Okay, and I wasn't sure if that was his dad, or, what, that was his brother, I think. Okay, if you could please let me know. He's trying to give a message to John. Okay, real quick here. And he's like, buddy, everything is great here. You have to let some of this it's like guilt slash grief go. Okay. And that's exactly how he wrote it. And it's grief slash guilt. You have to let it go. You have to. Okay. All of a sudden I'm seeing his cross. Okay. There's a cross. And it's like on the side of the road. And he's making reference to that. He loves that cross. Okay. I need to tell you that also. He's smiling from ear to ear. Okay. All right. At the site. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, absolutely, Marianne. Thank you for writing all of this. You betcha. Okay. Your son just sends his love tonight. Okay. Loves you very, very much. And please give that message to John. All right. I'm going to have to move on. Thank you so much, Marianne, for giving me that opportunity to connect with your wonderful son again. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're most welcome, Marianne. All right, the very next loved one. Time to move on to another loved one. I would love to connect with. Oh, I have this beautiful, beautiful soul here. Okay. Right. This lovely grandma lets me know that I think what she's trying to show me is you've been watching my Wednesday Whispers for quite some time now. Okay? I need to tell you that. I think that's exactly what she's showing. Okay? I need to talk about, she's chosen to show me a Saskatchewan flag is blowing in the wind. Okay? Either that's where you are or that's where she was from. One of the two. Saskatchewan flag is blowing. Okay? Grandma. Wow. You can't say enough good things about Grandma. It's been a while since she's been gone. Okay. I I think she's trying to show me about 7 years or so. I think that's what she's trying to relate to me is that Grandma's been gone for roughly around 7 years. Okay. She lets me know that grandchildren are all kind of spread apart for her, meaning like, different provinces or something of that nature, that they don't all live, in the same area. Grandkids kind of are spread. All right. What a beautiful, beautiful grandma. Oh, her cooking, I can smell it. There was always something cooking. Okay. And she cooked so much, and you'd open up the fridge, and there's so much leftovers. Like she was just constantly cooking. She loved to feed her family. Okay. You come to her house, you leave there completely stuffed. Every visit at Grandma's was like Christmas, so to speak, when it came to the food at Grandma's house. Okay. I need to make. I'm a Sask resident. All right. Tekla. Okay. Could be. You let me know again. I need to talk about a few things real fast. I seen a John Deere tractor. Okay, that would. As soon as I read that, Tekla, you just again like it's just a way of making some specifics for somebody who's watching. And I think I feel I'm reading like Saskatoon. Okay, I need to talk about that too. I think I'm reading Saskatoon. I think. Okay, making that reference. Okay, sounds like my grandma, and she's been gone 8 years. All right, Sarah. Okay. For either of you, I don't know if Saskatoon is a reference to anything for either of you. Again, yes, indeed, something along that lines. Okay. And I need to talk about how Grandma lived in town, and why I can say that is at least as a senior, she lived in town because she's chosen to show me that when she looks out her kitchen window, you can see things like across the street, where out in the country you wouldn't see that. She's chosen to show me that as well. Okay. She's making reference now to a cribbage board for one of you out there as well. Okay. I'm really enjoying to play crib. Okay. And man, could she talk on the phone? Okay. She's making that reference as well. All of a sudden I could hear the phone ring. Okay. And she's like the old rotary phone. She's making reference, she's there's a cord. Okay. That's how long ago she's talking about here. Oh, what a wonderful grandma. Yes, yeah. Saskatchewan through and through, I'm asking for something very specific. Okay. She had one on the farm before she moved to town. Okay, Sarah and Tekla. Oh my God, that sounds like my gram or granny. Okay, I'll just keep on rolling, and I'm going to ask for something that one of you would be like, yes, and the other one, that no, you don't think so. I'm going to ask for something extremely specific. The second I said that out loud, she has chosen to show me that there's more boys than girls when it comes to grandchildren. Okay, that would lead me to believe that, like substantially, like quite a few more boys than girls. Um, okay, okay, all right, yes. And and when I make this reference to boys and girls, she's making me to say that like you're the only girl to your siblings or something like that. Because yeah, yes, absolutely, and it kind of made you have to be kind of like a tomboy. You had to keep up with the boys. You had to keep up with the boys. Okay, she shows me that. Okay, and how like your brothers would be very really really active growing up, just all over the place, very outside kids, and you were doing your very best to keep up, keep up. Okay, that's true of the great grandkids. All right, Sarah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're the only girl until my half sister was born. Oh, all right. Okay. And Tekla, oh, that makes means something for both of you. Okay, I'm gonna have to try one more time. Thank you all for your patience here. Um, wow. She let me know that you have like. I'm not saying it's ridiculous, but I mean it is so big. Like you have such a huge, big fear of going to the dentist. She has let me know that's something. Again, I asked for something very unique about you, and that is what she has chosen to show me. And I know like lots of people are afraid to go to the dentist. That they have it. They feel a little bit anxious and stuff going, but you really, really, really feel anxious about going to the dentist. Okay, that's what I got when I asked for a very specific thing about you. Okay. Tekla, I have anxiety of the dentist. All right. Okay. Um, and she's like, and it's the smell that gets you more than anything. Something about that, like it turns your stomach. About the smell of at a dentist's office. That's exactly what she showed me. And as I make that notion, I want to talk about. She's flipped that, and now I'm seeing. I need to talk about lots and lots of cabbage rolls, and um, that was one of her specialties. She shows that to me as well. Okay. And you had many nights at her house. She showed me actually like uh, Looney Tunes types of cartoons Saturday morning at Grandma's. Okay, lots of sleepovers. Okay, again, this beautiful grandma loves you so very much. And Tekla, as I believe I connected you with your grandma and grandpa earlier. I just want to ask you, is this your other grandmother? I just want to ask that because it kind of felt like a different loved one. Okay, so I'm just asking you if indeed this is on the other side of your family. Okay, and as I continue to talk, I see a church. Just representing that this lovely, lovely lady had a strong faith in God. Okay. Um, yes, it's on. Oh, good. It's on the well. It's on the other side of your family. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That makes more sense to me because this felt very different than when your grandma and grandpa were here earlier. Felt like a different spirit. All right. That makes sense. Thank you for letting me know, Tekla. Yes. Again, this reference to the church. Just saying that she is absolutely where you think she would be. She is in beautiful, beautiful eternal life in heaven, and she's doing very, very well. She's shining down on you. She's smiling at you, and she loves you so much. Okay. Unfortunately, she makes me this reference of you like text messaging and being upset. I don't want to go into too much detail, Tekla, about that, but this is Grandma's way of giving you an affirmation. So I hope you can understand that. She's showing me that you've been texting and just upset, whether, whatever that is, something that's been going on in your life, and this must be very recent. Okay. And that Grandma's been with you as you've been having hard times. Okay. I hope that, again, Grandma, feeling her presence and knowing she's with you is going to, give you a little bit of peace, because you're definitely been going through quite a bit lately. Yes. Oh, you do. You understand exactly what I'm saying. That's wonderful, Tekla. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So no, indeed, this is Grandma. This is your Nan, your Gram. So thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to connect with her tonight. She was an absolutely joyful, wonderful, calm, beautiful lady. So yes, thank you so, so much. All right. I am going to move on now. Okay. I have another Grandma who I'd love to bring forward. Okay. Feels very much like a grandma. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so shocked. Thank you. Oh, you're most welcome, Tekla. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you got those messages tonight. I have this beautiful grandma next. Again, I say grandma because I feel her presence as that grandma kind of figure. Definitely female. I suppose it could indeed be a mom, but it feels grandma. Okay. And then I say grandma. She's shaking her head. Yes, yes, I believe so. Okay. Oh. She has let me know. She's chosen to let me know that her passing hasn't been that long ago. Okay. What I mean by that, what's not long ago? Kind of within the last year, maybe less. Okay. Quite recent. Right. She lets me know that perming her hair was important to her. She liked to have her hair look nice. She permed it once a month or whatever the case was. Okay. It was important to her that her hair looked nice. Okay. She lets me know that her suffering at the end of her life, unfortunately, it doesn't feel like it was very long per se, like like a few months kind of thing. There, she kind of went. I don't know. She it felt like something happened, like she broke a hip, or maybe like something happened like that, and then her health really declined for a few months, and then she passed away. Okay, I do feel like she was in a nursing home at the end of her life. Okay, I think that's what she's trying to show me, and definitely because I'm feeling that like that kind of like hospital bed type of is what the vision I'm receiving. It looks like a room. Okay. Uh, my grandma maybe. Okay, Nick. All right. Keep rolling. You let me know. Okay. Hmm. As I read your name, I want to say she chose to show me. She was very, very weak at the end. Okay. And I think that was hard for you to see. It was hard for your family to see. I see she was extremely weak at the very last few days of her life. It's like you're putting your ear to her, like you can barely hear her. Okay, and Amber could be my grandma-in-law. All right, Amber, you let me know. Okay, like I said, it's like she was so quiet and weak, like you'd have to put your head down just to hear what she was trying to say. Okay. Any names coming through? Okay, Sheila. Okay. No, I'm not sure. I'm not confident enough to say. Okay. Um, no, I think I was seeing an A, like Anne or something of that nature. Okay. Uh, and Melissa says, my grandma passed in July. All right. As I see this A, let me know if that means anything. As I really tried to ask for Sheila here about any names coming through. Okay. I'm not positive on that though. Just being honest. Okay. Sometimes like I'll get like real specifics like right now. Okay. Um, She lets me know indeed tonight, this loved one too. Grandpa passed first. Okay. There was quite some time frame between grandpa and grandma, like years here is how it feels to me. Okay. Um, Grandma was the last of the two left. Okay. Mm. And I want to talk about, if this would help one of you, she let me know that she shows me that her husband, your grandfather, was a very hardworking, feels farmer, like a farmer. Okay, that's what he did with his life. He was a farmer. Okay, all right. Oh, Nick, yeah, 20 years apart. That's what you're explaining. Yeah, wow, yeah, that's a big time frame. Okay, um, as I talked about this farm, that Grandpa was a farmer. I want to talk about this quite a long driveway on their farm. Okay. And Nick, yeah, your grandpa was a farmer. Yeah. And to say, if you could let me know, a substantially long driveway. It feels like really. Okay. I got a vision of that as well. Okay. And I see this old farmhouse. There's a clothesline. There's just a like I'm not saying your grandparents were poor, but it was just a simple townhouse, and they had everything that they needed with an incredible amount of love. Okay. And I need to talk about how there was like a certain day of the week was town day, and that one of you would get that too. Okay. And Nick, possibly, whoever, let me know there was a specific town day. That was 1 day a week kind of thing, is when they went to town to get the mail and some groceries and so on and so forth. They had just such a beautiful life. Okay. Um, okay. Oh, Amber, not yours. Okay. All right. Thank you, Amber, for, messaging, and now we're able to work that out. Okay. All of a sudden now I need to talk about, Melissa says not mine. All right, Nick, you just let me know. Now next I need to talk about, it looks like as a child playing checkers, either playing with grandpa or grandma or something like that. I could clearly see a checkers board. All right. That's a memory that you would have had, as a child. Okay. That was so clear in my what I could see. All right. So grandma and grandpa, you know, um, they're resting so peacefully in heaven. And I want to talk about grandma. Snakes and ladders and checkers. Oh, that's wonderful, Nick. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I could see the checkerboard is what I was shown. You betcha. Yeah. You've done that many times. Yeah, absolutely. hmm TV wasn't a thing for grandma. I wanted to say that. Okay. TV was something grandma didn't really care for. Okay. She liked to drink tea, and she liked to sit at the kitchen table. All right. So please know that as hard as it is for you, because you and Grandma had a very special bond. Okay, I can see there was, numerous, grandchildren here. There's numerous grandchildren, but you just, you miss her incredibly. Okay, you felt that you had a really close bond with her. You could, Grandma would always make you feel better. Seeing Grandma was just, that was just such a wonderful time in your life, Nick. Okay. Excuse me. I want to talk about how, at the end of her life, as I talked about her being very weak and not being able to talk, and it's like my throat, just being so weak, and like the like almost like choking, and I'm not too sure what that's about, like couldn't eat type of thing. Okay. So yes, please know, Nick, that yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's really sad. I'm so sorry that you went through that. Thank you for letting me know. um, what's important for you to hear this is that the moment that your grandma passed, all of that was gone. Okay. And now that I've talked it out, and you've let me know that it's really easing up on me, and I don't feel near as much as I was experiencing there, Nick. So thank you for letting me know. But the thing is you need to know that when Grandma died, that all went away. It was like she was 30 again. She was in her prime. Her and Grandpa reunited, and their love was, just unreal. And it was back to like day one of their marriage. So much happiness, Nick. Okay, you need to hear that tonight. As hard as it is for you to not have Grandma anymore, know that she is doing so, so, so well. Okay. So please just try to not be so sad. That's what she really wants me to tell you tonight, Nick. All right. What a beautiful, wonderful grandma that you had growing up. She was just a huge influence on your life. And she lets me know that your mom, I don't know. She just showed me that you were close with your mom too. I don't know why she chose to show me that. She said, but for some reason you had a really close bond with your grandma. Okay. So thank you so much for giving me that wonderful opportunity to connect with her tonight, Nick. Grandma and Grandpa, love you incredibly. And I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this week's broadcast. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see